What if someone could steal $66 million from a Bitcoin exchange in broad daylight without ever hacking a single wallet? No phishing, no malware, just pure math and raw computing power. This nightmare scenario is called a 51% attack. Today we're breaking down exactly how it would work, what it would cost in hardware, electricity, and cold hard cash, who could actually pull it off, and why Bitcoin has never been successfully attacked this way in 17 years. First, a quick refresher. Bitcoin isn't controlled by any company or government. It runs on a global network of nodes and miners. Miners compete to solve ultra-hard challenges using specialized computers called ASICs. Every 10 minutes, the winner adds the next block and earns the reward. The entire network currently runs at roughly 1,000 exahashes per second. That's 1 sextillion hashes every single second. The golden rule: the longest valid chain wins. If 2 chains appear, nodes automatically follow the longer one. That rule is what an attacker can attempt to exploit. Let's say our attacker wants to double spend 1,000 BTC, about $66 million at today's prices. Here's exactly how it plays out. The setup. The attacker secretly builds or rents more than 50% of the entire network's hash rate, roughly 1,000 exahashes of brand new mining power. The bait transaction. The attacker sends 1,000 BTC to a big exchange that waits for the standard 6 confirmations, about 1 hour, before releasing cash. The secret fork. The moment the transaction is broadcast, the attacker starts mining a private alternate chain that deletes the payment to the exchange. The race. While the public chain grows normally at a new block in roughly 10 minutes, the attacker's private chain can potentially grow faster because they control the majority of computing power. The reveal. They suddenly broadcast their longer chain. Honest nodes switch instantly. The exchange is left holding an empty bag. The coins were never sent. Now, the real cost. To control 1,000 exahashes, you need roughly 2 to 5 million top-of-the-line ASICs, like the Bitmain Antminer S21 or XP Hydro. At current bulk pricing, that's $10 to $25 billion just for the hardware, plus another billion to build the actual data centers. Electricity is the ongoing killer. Running 1,000 exahashes draws about 12 gigawatts, roughly the power consumption of the entire country of Portugal. At industrial rates, you're burning $8 to $17 million per day in electricity alone. A 1-week attack? That's $6 to $10 billion total. And remember, as soon as the attack becomes public, Bitcoin's USD exchange rate, price, would crash, making the attacker's own mining rigs worth a fraction of what they paid. So who has $10 billion and can potentially harness the mining power of millions of ASICs? Realistically, only a sovereign nation-state. A lone billionaire or pool cartel? Almost impossible. And here's the kicker. Even if someone could afford it, the likelihood of success is close to zero in practice. Keeping the logistics of acquiring, setting up, maintaining, and running such an operation in secret is virtually impossible. It's economic suicide. A successful attack would destroy trust in Bitcoin, tanking its $1.3 trillion market cap and making the loot virtually worthless. The community would notice the massive hash rate spike and could emergency hard fork to invalidate the attacker's chain almost immediately. Bitcoin has survived 17 years without a single successful 51% attack. The network's real security isn't just math, it's these brutal disincentives. So could it happen? Technically, yes. Practically, it requires lighting $10 billion on fire for a crime that destroys what they stole. Who would do that? If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe. Would you still hold Bitcoin if an attack succeeded? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious and keep stacking sats.